Hell yeah.
And in global news today, the annual GDI Energy Summit is still underway aboard the space station Philadelphia. Our own Cassandra Blair reports on the landmark goals set for this year's summit.
When top administrators return to work here tomorrow, they're hoping for a new fiscal agenda. According to Director Kinsberg, one of the key talking points for this year's summit is shifting resource allocation from defense to ecology, where the eradication of Tiberium is now viewed as a more pressing concern than the containment of...
Excuse the interruption, but we're getting breaking news on the Philadelphia. Apparently, just moments ago, there was an accident.
Doesn't look like an accident to me.
That's obviously something has gone terribly wrong. We're going to do our best to confirm what we're all seeing, but this time, we have no idea what possibly could have caused a tragedy of this magnitude. We're going to go live now to Cassandra Blair back outside the Northeastern Admin Building. Cassandra.
William, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's incredible. There's so much smoke you can't see more than 10 meters, and there's debris falling all over the city.
Unbelievable.
The destruction of the Philadelphia was not an accident. It was a merciful bullet to the head of a malignant ideology. It was the death of fear and the birth of hope. Rejoice, children of Nod, the blood of your oppressors will flow, and 50 years of tyranny will finally end. Transformation is coming. A new day will dawn. The future is ours.
Unbelievable. Hold on. We're getting breaking news now from our Northwestern affiliate.
And they just came out of nowhere. No warning, nothing. Bombs started dropping. And from what we can tell, there is no sign of GDI retaliation at all. It's just a massacre.
Commander, all hell's broken loose. Nod's launched preemptive strikes in every major blue zone across the board. Most of our troops are pinned down. Our ASAT defense system is still offline, and I have no goddamn idea who's running the show at GDI. This is no time to stand on protocol. The entire northeastern seaboard's been overrun, and we're taking the worst of it right here in D.C.
General, they're starting evac procedures.
You go ahead, Sandra.
Sir, you can't wait here.
That is an order, Sandra.
Sir.
Kiersey James and Theater Ops will bring you up to speed. It's all on you now, Commander. I need you to take back this city.
All right, Commander, here's the latest. Nod forces are going in for the kill, closing in on the Pentagon. As you know, there is no more vital structure in the region. It is the center of our command and control network. If we lose the Pentagon, it could be the beginning of the end. You cannot let this happen.
Jesse James. There we go. The Philadelphia is gone. Reykjavik has been overrun, and Nod forces are now attacking the only remaining GDI world command hub in the Pentagon. If we lose the Pentagon, GDI will be thrown into chaos, and war will be lost. Your mission is to defend the vital installation. The first priority is restoring power to the building defenses and systems so you can repel the main Nod attack. Then you'll need to get an engineer into the Pentagon to reestablish command and control system links. Your final objective is to counterattack and drive Nod out of the area. Awesome. We're going to start that. I need to grab a jacket first, though. Alright, I'm back.
Yes, sir.
Incoming transmission.
Point confirmed.
The Pentagon's defenses are without power. Promoted.
Affirmative.
Intelligence data updated.
Roger out. I can figure it out. Keep your weapon ready. Affirmative. Move to engage. Move! Rifleman, move out. Yes, sir, we'll hold the line. Move out. Understood. Light them up. Engage. I got all I need. Yes, sir. Rendezvous point confirmed. Assault fire! Engineer reporting already.
I got all I need. Our base is under attack.
Commander? Let's go to work.
Building captured.
Reporting in. Approaching enemy.
Building captured.
On my way.
Objective
Keep the
complete.
fire on board.
That power will buy the Pentagon some time.
Fire.
Let's go to work.
Incoming transmission.
Commander?
Take control of the Pentagon with an engine.
Support. Rendezvous point confirmed.
Enemy units sighted.
Yes, sir.
Structure repaired. Establishing visual uplink.
Nice work, Commander. The radar is back online.
Global Defense Initiative began as a secret military alliance of advanced nations under the United Nations umbrella. GDI mission to contain Tiberium, reverse its spread, and fight the sinister Brotherhood of Nod. This is another Command & Conquer game. This is Command & Conquer 3, Tiberium Wars, the third game in the installation. Over time, power and sovereignty have been gradually ceded to GDI, and the national identities of the participating countries have faded. In 2047, the process has reached its final stages. While there are still technically individual member nations, the reality is that the GDI has become a unified political and military superstate. GDI controls the only areas of Earth that have not been significantly compromised by Tiberium infestation. The crystal and alien substance is slowly consuming the rest of the planet, causing environmental cataclysm that has made 30% of the Earth uninhabitable and another 50% of the Earth surface exceedingly unfriendly to civilization. GDI's home territories are known as blue zones since they are mostly clear of Tiberium, and they have been relatively untouched by the war. In contrast to the ecologically ravaged and war-torn yellow zones, and the Tiberium-infested hellscapes designated as red zones. The clash between GDI and Nod has escalated into full world wars twice before. The first Tiberium War erupted when both powers were in the formative states, and the terrible war was followed by another worldwide firestorm several years later.
Just in the nick of time, too, I'm seeing massive troop movements coming from the west. I'm sending you the coordinates. God damn it. Nod has destroyed the power plants. The defense systems are offline. You're gonna have to defend the Pentagon the hard way.
Shit, man.
Incoming transmission. Garrison each of the 4 guard towers. Establishing video uplink.
Commander, infantry such as the riflemen and rocket squads can hold down an area more effectively by garrisoning a nearby building. Give your troops a move order into an empty building to garrison the building.
Intelligence data updated. Unit under attack.
I got all I need. I'm on it.
Garrisoning, we know what that is.
Unit promoted. Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting in.
Good afternoon. Sorry we're late. We ran into a little resistance across the river.
Intelligence
We're
data
coming.
updated.
Park it there.
Establishing video uplink.
These APCs are transports. They can carry units inside them. You can load and unload troops just like a garrison building by giving a move order into them to load the troops, or by clicking the drop-off button and then targeting the ground where you want to unload the troops. Also like garrison buildings, most units can fire from inside the transport.
Riflemen, move out. Yes, sir. Reporting in.
Our rifles ain't doing much to that building, sir. You stick to shooting the infantry. We'll clear out those garrisons.
Establishing
How's your
visual
throwing arm?
uplink.
GDI Grenadiers excel at clearing enemy garrison structures. Give your Grenadiers an attack order on an enemy structure to clear the bad guys out of the building.
Be coming back out.
Unit
Flush 'em
promoted.
out.
Intelligence
Heading
data
over.
updated.
You
Incoming
bet.
transmission.
Go!
The Brotherhood of Nod has hastily erected.
We're on
Intelligence
it.
data
Bet.
updated.
We're on it.
New bonus
Grab
objective.
the plunger. We're flushing them out. We'll just walk
Enemy
on
unit
in.
sighted.
Grenadier squad. Quick, that building. All right,
Unit
guys.
under
We'll
attack.
just walk on in. Grenades ready? We'll take it.
Unit promoted.
What do you
Bonus
say?
objective complete.
Heading over.
Reinforcements have
Step
arrived.
now. You bet.
Ready when you are. Right away.
They're not ready for us. They're in there.
Reinforcements
We have
ready.
contact, sir. Right away.
All right, guys.
Unit
Go,
under
go.
attack.
Watch your step now. We're on it. Heading over. Quick, that building. Watch your step now. We'll just walk on in. Heave!
Unit lost.
Easy. Grenadier squad.
APC standing by.
What do you
I
say?
got all I need.
Grenadier
Ready when you
squad.
are. Operations underway.
Grenades ready?
Personnel carrier.
GDI views not as dangerous, virulent, an inexplicably self-sustaining terrorist group obsessed with accelerating the worst ecological catastrophe in history, led by a charismatic and brilliant sociopath named Kane. The Brotherhood sees itself quite differently. Nod believes that it is an agent of change for a world in the throes of transition to a new order, the representative of the poor and the oppressed, and a foil to the previously unchecked power of GDI. Not as the people, resources, organizations, and raw military power necessary to stand against GDI and wage war on a global scale. Yet the Brotherhood of Nod isn't a country. It's a strange, new hybrid organization that has combined characteristics of a religious movement, a multinational corporation, and a nation-state. Given the awesome demands of modern warfare with its terrible cost and vast scale, Nod's ability to go toe-to-toe with GDI is astonishing. Nod is able to recruit thousands of new members every month from the desperate populations of the borderlands. Their political and military and logistical operations are decentralized and buried deep inside crumbling cities, towns, and outposts in the decaying yellow zones. A vast and sophisticated infrastructure is disguised from GDI, and Nod has perfected the art of moving military assets and forces quickly over long distances without detection, even by satellite or drone aircraft with the latest generation sensors. Nod's core organization is very sophisticated and high-tech, but they also have a large guerrilla force composed of hastily trained and minimally equipped recruits from the Yellow Zone. Nod's field forces are an interesting mix of low-tech militia troops and smaller numbers of highly trained elite soldiers equipped with state-of-the-art communications gear and the most advanced weapon systems available. Nod's military aspects are experimental and exotic in both appearance and function, but the durability of their units is suspect. Nod engineers are not afraid to risk human lives and will often sacrifice safety and protection for increased abilities and speed. Their high-end military hardware runs on Tiberium and tends to be fast but vulnerable, lethal but unstable. Nod offensive weapons deployed on vehicles range from rockets, machine guns, and flamethrowers to toxins, lasers, and nuclear weapons. They also have a number of Tiberium-based weapons.
APC, what's the
They're
plan?
not ready for us. Heading
APC
over.
standing by.
Everything's ready.
APC, what's
Grenades
the
ready?
plan?
Under attack.
In transit. Right away.
Enemy
We're coming.
unit sighted.
Hang on. We're coming. In transit. I can figure it out.
All right, guys. Watch your step now.
Commander, right away. Operations underway. Right away. Hang on. We're coming. Operations underway. Park it there. In transit. Park it there. We're coming. Park it there. Right away. Target confirmed. We're coming.
Unit
Operations
promoted.
underway.
Unit under
Right away.
attack.
In transit.
Give it your all. Right
APC,
on.
what's the plan?
Grenades ready?
Reporting in. I'll find a way inside. Everything's ready.
How's your throwing
Commander,
arm?
I can figure it out.
Building captured. New construction options.
Ready when you are.
Repairing.
Hang on. APC standing by.
I don't think I can get any extra engineers this game. I remember correctly, I just have to go in and destroy
Unit
everything.
under attack.
Personnel carrier.
What do you say? Throw 'em! Heck yeah!
Ready when you are. Park it there. Operations underway.
Throw a strike. You bet. We're on it.
Structure sold.
Personnel
Objective
carrier.
complete.
APC standing by.
Alright, let's save it once here so we have a couple of different saves.
We're coming. Hang on. Ready when you are. Operations underway. APC, ready for action, sir. Standing by. Park it there. In transit, right away. Hang on. Right away. We're coming. Operations underway.
Easiest path is to go up here because this is all full of units.
We're coming. Operations underway. In transit.
And being tactical about everything is key because we get wrecked
Unit
if we're
under
not.
attack. Unit lost.
Hold your weapons high! Personnel carrier. Operations underway. In transit. Hang on. We're coming. Hang on.
Unit promoted.
Fire!
Unit under attack.
Right there! Stay on 'em. Operations underway. Fire! Right there! Give it to 'em. Target confirmed.
Unit promoted.
Take 'em out.
Unit under attack.
In transit. Right away. Hang on. We're coming. Hang on. Right away. In transit. Fire! Operations underway. Hang on. Operations underway. Ready when you are.
Objective complete. Mission accomplished.
Good work, Commander. You secured the Pentagon. Unfortunately, the whole region is still in danger. We have multiple hotspots up and down the coast. If you retake Langley Air Force Base, you'll have air support for all the remaining battles. Or you can go after Hampton Roads. Nod's landing troops there. Retaking that base cuts off Nod's supply lines, reducing their ability to reinforce and gaining you access to APCs. With those two assets secure, you can focus on the rest of DC.